Welcome to our explorations of the fascinating concept of allostasis and homeostasis and how they related to abnormal psychology. Today, we will discuss how these psychological processes impact mental health and contribute to psychological disorder.
Hi, this is Brill.
This is Jomar.
Hi, I'm Shairo.
Hi, I'm Rian.
Hi, I'm Bon.
Hello, I'm Leslie.
I'm Priscilla.
Allostasis is a physiological process that helps maintain stability in the body during stressful situations. It involves the activation of various systems such as the cardiovascular and endocrine systems to adapt to the demands of the environment. One example of allostasis in action is the increased heart rate and hormone release during a stressful event. When faced with a threat or a challenging situation, the body responds by releasing stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones prepare the body for action by increasing heart rate, blood pressure, and energy production. This physiological response is essential for survival, as it enables us to respond quickly and effectively to potential dangers. So, the next time you find yourself in a stressful situation, remember that your body is equipped with remarkable ability to adapt and maintain stability through allostasis. Embrace this natural response and trust in your body's ability to handle the challenges that come your way.
I'm a big fan of homeostasis.
We're keeping things, homeostasis.
Now, we identified some problems with humidity control and regained homeostasis.
Homeostasis refers to a system's ability to regulate its internal environment and maintain a constant condition of properties like temperature or pH.
Homeostasis is a fundamental concept in biology that refers to the ability of an organism to maintain a stable internal environment despite external changes. In this video, you will understand the concept of homeostasis using the example of the regulation of body temperature through sweating or shivering. The human body has a normal core temperature of around 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. When the body is exposed to external factors that cause an increase in temperature, such as hot weather or physical exertion, the body initiates a cooling mechanism known as sweating. Sweat glands located throughout the skin produce sweat, which is mostly composed of water and electrolytes. As the sweat evaporates from the skin surface, it helps dissipate heat, thus lowering the body temperature. On the other hand, when the body is exposed to cold temperature, it needs to conserve heat to maintain its core temperature. In this case, the body initiates a warming mechanism called shivering. Shivering is an involuntary muscle contraction that generates heat. By rapidly contracting and relaxing the muscles, the body produces heat, which helps raise the body temperature. Both sweating and shivering are controlled by the hypothalamus, a region in the brain that acts as a body thermostat. When the hypothalamus detects a deviation from the normal core temperature, it sends signals to the sweat glands or muscles to initiate the appropriate response.
The rest of the time, he remained as you see him here in a metaphorical, if not physiological equivalent of sleep or even death.
It was enough to suggest that his condition was psychological, not physical.
And in your case, I think that the stressor is this planned trip to Antarctica.
The triggering stressor of being shot caused a psychotic break.
Allostatic load refers to the wear and tear on the body caused by chronic stress. It is the cumulative effect of the body's attempts to adapt a stressor over time. The cause of adaptation in this context refers to the physiological and psychological toll that chronic stress takes on the body.
I'm trying to unwind from the stress that is my life.
When faced with stress, the body activates its stress response system, which involves the release of stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones help the body to respond to the immediate threat by increasing heart rate, blood pressure, and energy levels. However, When stress becomes chronic, the body remains in a constant state of high alert, leading to a range of negative health effects. The cause and adaptation can manifest in various ways. Physically, chronic stress can lead to increased blood pressure, heart disease, and weakened immune system. It can also contribute to the development of mental health disorders such as anxiety and depression. Additionally, chronic stress can disrupt sleep patterns, impair cognitive function, and negatively impact overall well-being.
Chronic stress isn't just a bad day at work or a missed deadline. It's like a silent enemy, slowly creeping into every corner of your life. Constant stress can hike up your blood pressure, making your heart work overtime. This can lead to heart disease and a weakened immune system, leaving you more vulnerable to illnesses. And it doesn't stop there. Chronic stress is a key player in anxiety and depression, messing with your mental health. It can also disrupt your sleep, making it hard to catch those all-important Z's. Plus, it can cloud your thinking, affecting your memory and decision-making. So what's the takeaway?
It is important to effectively manage and reduce chronic stress. This can be achieved through various strategies, such as practicing stress-reducing techniques like meditation and deep breath exercises, engaging in regular physical activity, maintaining a healthy diet, and seeking social support. It is also crucial to prioritize self-care and engage in activities that promote relaxation and rejuvenation.
Prolonged stress can have detrimental effects on the body, leading to wear and tear that can manifest in various ways. One example is cardiovascular issues, where chronic stress can contribute to high blood pressure, heart disease, and an increased risk of heart attacks. The body immune system can also be negatively impacted by prolonged stress, resulting in immune dysfunction. This can make individuals more susceptible to infections, slow down the healing process, and increase the risk of autoimmune disorders. It is important to recognize the impact of stress on the body and take steps to manage and reduce stress levels through techniques such as exercise, relaxation techniques, and seeking support from the healthcare professionals.
Chronic allostatic load, a term used to describe the cumulative wear and tear on the body due to chronic stress, has been found to have significant impact on mental health. Research has shown that prolonged exposure to stress can lead to dysregulation of various physiological systems, including the hypothalamic pituitary adrenaline axis and the immune system. These dysregulations can result in increased inflammation, altered neurotransmitter levels, and impaired neuroplasticity, all of which are implicated in the development and progression of mental health disorders. So, chronic allostatic load can also contribute on the onset of mental health disorders through its effects on cognitive functioning. Studies have shown that chronic stress can impair memory, attention, and executive functions, making individuals more susceptible to cognitive deficits and difficulties in regulating emotions. These cognitive impairments can further exacerbate the symptoms of mental health disorders and hinder the individual's ability to cope with stressors, creating a vicious cycle of chronic stress and worsening mental health. In addition to physiological and cognitive effects, chronic allostatic load can also impact mental health through its influence on social and environmental factors. Chronic stress can lead to social isolation, strained relationships, and reduced social support, all of which are known risk factors for mental health disorders. Moreover, individuals experiencing chronic stress may engage in maladaptive coping strategies such as substance abuse or unhealthy lifestyle choices, further increasing their vulnerability to mental health problems. To mitigate the impact of chronic allostatic load on mental health, it is crucial to prioritize stress management and self-care practices. Engaging in regular physical exercise, practicing relaxation techniques such as meditation or deep breathing, and seeking social support can help reduce chronic stress and promote mental well-being.
Dysregulations of stress response can lead to heightened anxiety, when the body's stress response system, known as the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal or HPA axis, becomes dysregulated. It can result in an overactive stress response. This can lead to chronic activation of the stress response, causing increased levels of stress hormones such as cortisol. Elevated cortisol level can have detrimental effects on the brain and body, contributing in anxiety symptoms. Additionally, dysregulations of the stress response can affect the function of the amygdala, a brain region involved in the processing emotions, including fear and anxiety. When the stress response is dysregulated, the amygdala may become hyperactive, leading to heightened anxiety response. This can result in an increased sensitivity to stressors and an exaggerated fear response. Furthermore, dysregulations of stress response can impact the regulation of neurotransmitters such as serotonin and gamma-aminobutyric acid or GABA, which play a crucial role in mood regulations. Imbalance in this neurotransmitter can contribute to anxiety disorder.
Money, if you lose it, we'll have a depression.
So it's the depression era, okay?
What about the depression?
Depression is a mental health disorder characterized by persistent feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and lack of interest or pleasure in activities. It is a complex condition that can be caused by various factors, including genetic predispositions, environmental factors, and life events. One significant factor that has been linked to depressions is chronic stress. When individuals experience prolonged periods of stress, it can lead to a state known as allostatic load. Allostatic load refers to the wear and tear of the body and brain as a result of chronic stress. The link between chronic stress, allostatic load, and depressions lies in the impact of prolonged stress has on the body's system. Chronic stress can dysregulate of the body's stress response, leading to an overactive hypothalamic pituitary adrenal or HPA axis. These dysregulations can result in an imbalance of neurotransmitters such as serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, which are involved in mood regulations. For example, prolonged stress can lead to decreased serotonin levels in the brain. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that plays a crucial role in regulation mood, and low levels of serotonin have been associated with depressions. Chronic stress can also affect the production and release of other neurotransmitters, further contributing to the development of depressions.
Animals can come down with post-traumatic stress, same as people can.
The doctor says she has symptoms like post-traumatic stress disorder.
We also suffer with post-traumatic stress.
Because I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Traumatic stress can have long-term effects on individuals, leading to both allostatic load and symptoms of PTSD. Allostatic loads refers to the wear and tear of the body caused by chronic stress, which can result in various physical and mental health problems. PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder is a psychiatric disorder that can develop after experiencing or witnessing a traumatic event. One example of how traumatic stress can manifest in individual is through hyperarousal. Hyperarousal is a state of increased psychological and physiological activation, characterized by heightened vigilance, irritability, and difficulty sleeping. This hyperarousal response is a result of a dysregulated stress response system, where the body's natural stress response becomes overactive and fails to return to baseline levels. Another common symptoms of PTSD is emotional numbing. This refers to a diminished ability to experience and express emotions, often accompanied by a sense of detachment from others. Emotional numbing is a coping mechanism that individuals may develop in response to overwhelming or traumatic experiences. It serves as a defense mechanism to protect oneself from further emotional pain and distress. In summary, traumatic stress can
led to long-term allostatic load and PTSD symptoms such as hyperarousal and emotional numbing. These symptoms are a result of a dysregulated stress response system and can have a significant impact on an individual's overall well-being. It is important to recognize and address these symptoms as they can greatly affect one's quality of life.
Bipolar disorder, also known as a manic depressive illness, is a mental health condition characterized by extreme shift in mood, energy, and activity levels. Individuals with bipolar disorder experience episodes of mania, where they feel excessively euphoric or irritable, and episodes of depressions, where they feel extremely sad or hopeless. These mood swings can be triggered by various factors, including stress. Stress is a common trigger for bipolar episodes. When individuals with bipolar disorder experience high level of stress, it can disrupt their mood stability and lead to the onset of the manic or depressive episodes. Stressful life events such as the loss of loved ones, financial difficulties, or relationship problems can all contribute to the development of bipolar episodes. One example of how mood stabilizations can affect individuals with bipolar disorder is through the use of medications. Mood stabilizers, such as lithium or anticonvulsant medications, are commonly prescribed to help regulate mood and prevent the occurrence of manic or depressive episodes. This medication work by balancing the chemical in the brain that are responsible for mood regulations. By taking mood stabilizer as prescribed, individuals with bipolar disorder can effectively manage their symptoms and reduce the likelihood of experiencing episodes triggered by stress. It is important for individuals with bipolar disorder to work closely with their healthcare providers to find the right medication and dosage that work best for them. Bipolar disorder is a complex mental condition that can be triggered by stress. By understanding the impact of stress on individuals with bipolar disorders and utilizing effective mood stabilization techniques such as medications, individuals can better manage their symptoms and improve their overall quality.
On this case, we will discuss the case study of patient with anxiety disorder and their physiological stress response. Anxiety disorder is a common mental health condition characterized by excessive worry and fear. When faced with stressors, individuals with anxiety disorder often experience a heightened physiological stress response. This response is mediated by autonomic nervous system, specifically the sympathetic branch, which activates the flight and the fight response. This results is increased heart rate, elevated blood pressure, rapid breathing, and heightened muscle tension. These physiological changes are adapted in the short term, preparing the body to respond to perceived threats. However, in individuals with anxiety disorder, this response is often exaggerated and prolonged, leading to significant distress and impairment. It is important to note that the physiological stress response in anxiety disorder is not under conscious control and cannot be simply turned off. Treatment for anxiety disorder typically involves a combination of psychotherapy and medication. Psychotherapy, such as cognitive and behavioral therapy, helps individuals identify the challenge, irrational thoughts, and beliefs that contribute to their anxiety. Medication, such as selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, can help regulate the brain's chemical balance and reduce symptoms of anxiety. Additionally, lifestyle modifications, such as regular exercise, stress management techniques, and a healthy diet can also be beneficial in managing the anxiety. It is crucial for individuals with anxiety disorder to seek professional help and follow the recommended treatment plan. By addressing both psychological and physiological aspects of anxiety, individuals can effectively manage their symptoms and improve their overall well-being.
In this video essay, we will examine the case study of an individual with depression and explore the role of chronic stress in their condition. Depression is a complex mental health disorder characterized by persistent feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and loss of interest in activities. Chronic stress, on the other hand, refers to long-term exposure to stressor that can overwhelm an individual's ability to cope. Research has shown that chronic stress can contribute to the development and exacerbation of depression. When individuals are exposed to prolonged stress, their body stress response systems becomes dysregulated, leading to an imbalance in neurotransmitters such as serotonin and norepinephrine, which are involved in mood regulation. This imbalance can contribute to the onset of depressive symptoms.
Moreover, chronic stress can also impact the structure and function of the brain. Studies have found that prolonged stress can lead to reduction in size of the hippocampus, a brain region involved in memory and emotion regulation. Additionally, chronic stress can impair the functioning of the prefrontal cortex, which plays a crucial role in decision-making and emotional regulation. It is important to note that chronic stress is not sole cause of depression. Depression is a multifactorial disorder that can be influenced by a combination of genetic, environment, and psychological factors. However, chronic stress can act a significant contributing factor, especially in individuals who are already predisposed to depression.
To effectively manage depression in individuals with chronic stress, a comprehensive treatment approach is necessary. This may include a combination of psychotherapy, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, to help individuals identify and modify negative thought patterns and coping strategies. Additionally, medications such as selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors may be prescribed to restore the balance of neurotransmitters in the brain. So, chronic stress can play a significant role in the development and worsening of depression. Understanding the relationship between chronic stress and depression is crucial in providing appropriate support and treatment for individuals struggling with this mental health condition. By addressing chronic stress and implementing effective coping strategies, individuals can better manage their depression and improve their overall well-being.